Welcome to the weekly reflection for the Feast of Christ the King. Our theme this week is Christ our King calls us to action. In the last few weeks, Jesus has been telling us about the end times. This gospel gets me thinking, do I really want heaven? Will I even like the kind of heaven Jesus is hinting at? I once had a friend when I was young who had envisioned heaven as a place with lots of climbing trees and corn on the cob for everyone. You know, looking back at that vision, I might consider it at best egocentric and less charitably as kind of self-centered. Well, this account of a final judgment doesn't lend itself to that kind of childhood vision. I can't help but think that our King seems preoccupied, like he has a special place for the least. This is a king who wants to see those least cared for. It sounds like he would make room for them in any kingdom that he's running. So back to my question. Is that who I want to spend all of eternity with? The hungry, the thirsty, the stranger, the naked, the sick, or the imprisoned? At first glance, they don't necessarily seem like the cream of the crop. There was nothing in that judgment that said you would be chosen if you were, in the right political party or the correct religion or you knew the right people. There was nothing to suggest that our King is using the same criteria I use for determining who my friends will be, the kind of people that I want to surround myself with. Yet, this is who Jesus identifies with. He tells us that when we see them, we see him. So who do I see when I look at them? Do my day-to-day choices indicate my desire for a heaven that's filled with these least? Should I maybe consider if, maybe I'm one of those least? Am I among them? Can I allow myself to be seen with one of those weaknesses to show that maybe I'm vulnerable? Maybe if I don't, Jesus won't see himself in me. So anyway, back to my original question. Is this the heaven that I really want? If so, maybe I better keep working, on adjusting my vision. A couple of discussion questions for you to talk about with your friends or family. What would you do if you were at the pearly gates and Peter said, "Come on in," but looking through the gates, you saw someone that you didn't really approve of? What are some of the prejudices that keep people from seeing the face of Jesus in others? Can I make that a little bit more personal and own the prejudices that keep me from seeing Jesus in any group of people? So this week, challenge yourself. Seek out someone who has a different opinion than yours and, really listen to their viewpoint. Or maybe do something nice for someone that you usually wouldn't interact with.